at UNAM, in between classes, I used to work at MTC call center.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then also I used to do nails. Like that was my side hustle.
Your side hustle?
Yeah. I've always been don't want to be, low on cash.
Royal Hustlers is proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.
Good today, better tomorrow.
So, our Royal Hustler for this morning. Now, get this. The National Theatre of Namibia's new Finance and Administration Manager, Helena Shoopala, has an impressive resume that spans 15 years in government institutions, corporates, and NGOs. She holds a Bachelor's of Accounting Honors and a Master's of Business Administration and Finance. She completed her articles at Deloitte, Namibia, as well as a Senior Management Development Program. Now, Helena has a passion for accounting and is driven by hard work, teamwork, and dedication. Helena, good morning. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us this morning on our Royal Hustler.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
A very, very impressive resume there. But where did it all start? Talk to us about where you were born, where you grew up, and your early formative years.
Okay, so I grew up, I was born in Oshakati, but then from very early on, my parents moved to Windhoek. So I grew up in the dusty streets of Katutura. I went to primary school at St. George's.
Right.
And then I did my high school at Delta Secondary School. Thereafter, I did my Bachelor of Accounting degree at UNAM. Then I also did my MBA at UNAM. And so that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are our second Royal Hustler from Oshakati. Clearly, there's something in the air or in the water there. I need to move to Oshakati because clearly you guys are doing the most, eh?
Yeah.
So, when you're younger, what were your biggest dreams, and what did you want to do growing up? Which area was accounting really that one thing that you said, you know what, this accounting thing is what I want to do, or did you have any other aspirations and dreams?
Yeah, initially I actually wanted to do dentistry, but then later in high school I realized that I can't really do the biology thing.
Yeah.
So I decided, no, let me do the commerce field. That would work out better for me.
Right.
Yes.
Being at UNAM and doing your bachelor's, and even when you did your MBA, did you at any point have a side hustle? I mean, even earlier in high school even, did you have a side hustle, something that you considered as a side hustle?
Well, at UNAM, in between classes, I used to work at MTC call center.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then also I used to do nails. Like that was my side hustle.
Your side hustle?
Yeah. I've always been don't want to be, low on cash.
Right.
So I've always had a side hustle, like I said, doing nails or second job at MTC in the call center.
Would you say that having a side hustle for students is, or for somebody that's still perhaps in the process, it's important? Is side hustles something that you personally think is important, considering that was the roadmap that you took?
Yes, I feel it's very, very important because I think it also helps you to learn how to manage your money. And it just teaches you that, look, life is not easy. You have to work hard in order to make it. So I think side hustles or, a part-time job, especially when you're studying, is a good thing to get into.
Let's pivot a bit now. When you got up this morning, when you got up yesterday, when you're going to get up tomorrow, what gets you out of bed? What motivates you?
So I have 2 young children.
Okay.
And so they motivate me to work hard, be it on my career, at work, and also just to keep myself healthy and well maintained. It's mainly for them, really, but also just for myself. I believe in self-love, so I motivate myself. It's like it's all about me.
Do you have a favorite quote, inspirational quote, of something that you think about every other day?
yeah, one of my favorite quotes is that health is wealth.
Health is what I was going to say that.
Yes.
I see we are same wavelength here. You know, now just to look at what you're busy with right now. Now you are NTN's Finance and Administration Manager. What excites you most about your new tenure at the NTN?
So from my background, I've worked mostly in the health sector. I was previously working at the Global Fund. So the NTN is a totally different environment. So I'm looking forward to settling in there, seeing how things are done, performing arts. I'm quite just interested to really see a different type of environment. Yes.
Okay. Now, again, the field that you're in, finance and then accounting and all of that, it's a high functioning and high demanding job, generally speaking. How do you stay on top of your game? How do you always make sure that you bring it 100%?
I think with my type of job, what's important is to prioritize what needs to be attended to first. So usually I work on what's most important and then filter it down to what's least important. And then I also, how I stay on top of my game is that I plan.
Right.
I think planning is very important. And also balancing it out. If I'm tired, take a break and so on, take off days. And that's how I manage to keep going.
Health is wealth.
Yes.
Before I let you go, you mentioned that you have two lovely babies. They're going to be the future leaders of the country, them and many other young Namibians. But, you know, from that premise, what are some of your hopes for the future of the land of the brave?
I really think one of the key areas coming from this, or we're still in this pandemic, this COVID, I think my hope for Namibia is for us to strengthen our health systems so that at least we're able, should we experience another pandemic like this, we should be able to at least manage it and not go through the crisis that we experienced like the past few months. And I just hope also Namibia, I think there's a lot of potential for growth. We have so many resources here. We have a lot of space. So I feel that there's lots of areas that can still grow and economically we can become a better country.
Helena, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
That was Helena Shoopala, who is the new NTN Finance and Administration Manager, talking to us about wealth, or health being wealth, and of course, just sharing her life with us. I hope you are inspired just as much as I am. Our Royal Hustler for today, Helena Shoopala.